Hi beautiful souls, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance. I welcome you all to my channel with all my heart. Thank you so much for such a beautiful, overwhelming response in the month of February, for so many people appreciating the video that I put out and subscribing to my channel. It truly means a lot, and your comments, it gave me a deeper understanding of what we're looking for and what is it that I can bring forth. So it's still in the month of February. Valentine's Day is over, and I am recording for the month of March. I wanted to see what is the Divine Masculine collective, what is going on in their mind, what are they thinking, what's in their heart space, and what is the most possible or the most likely action steps that they will take, or they'll be guided to take based on where their energy is at in their mental and the heart space. And the same is what I'm doing for the Divine Feminine Collective. And then I've looked at the union energies, or the connecting energies between the two. So this is the Divine Masculine side, this is the Divine Feminine, and this is the collective energy. Now these cards, they are... This is a lot in here, so I haven't really planned out on how long the reading's going to be, but I'm going to start with one aspect and then the other. So there are a couple of different things that I want to state right at the beginning of the video, and that is, firstly, this reading may or may not resonate with you, and it all depends upon where each one is on their twin flame journey. So this is a reading for twin flames and true soulmates. And that is a journey of self-love, self-discovery. So when you're listening to different readings or different tarot readers who are bringing forth messages, when we are tapping in, we're connecting to the collective consciousness. And at that point, whichever Divine Masculine or the collective of the Divine Masculines that want to speak through a tarot reader is what comes out. So it's not just what's in the cards, it's how a tarot reader is connecting with the cards to the universal energies that's there. And I think that's really an important aspect, because there's so many different readers and there's so many different aspects. And even like this afternoon when I was doing readings, people were asking this question, and so I just thought that today, when I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the recording for us for the month of March, I do want to say that. So this time, I mean, there's a lot here. So there's a lot that was coming up when I was pulling the readings, when I was pulling the cards out. The shuffling would have taken like way too long. I finished shuffling and I laid them out, and I am going to go straight for it right now. And I'll put a timestamp if you just want to go straight to the reading. So the Divine Masculine represents the masculine, holder of masculine energy. It's not gender specific. Now you could look at this reading as entirely for you and looking at your own masculine aspect and your own feminine aspect, or vice versa, or you and your partner. So let us start looking at what the Divine Masculine, what the overall energy is, and what are they thinking. I want to start with this card right here. This is the overall energy right here, and it talks about door to value. And the Tower card. Okay, I want you to have a look at these two. This is the overall energy for the month of March, for the Divine Masculines that I am channeling today. So what this is saying is, really, I want to start with this, the Tower card. In this particular deck, this says here, Kila. Kila in Indian literature refers to as fortress. Fortress. It's a symbol of materialism, a false sense of security, a false sense of authority. So it's everything to do with materialism, imprisonment. And you see that tower, it's crumbling down. It's crumbling down because the crowning energy is that of, what is it that I've created? What is it that I value? Have I been too materialistic? Have I been only following my material instincts? Or have I ignored and imprisoned my feelings? And what I truly desire in my heart is a question that this tower is bringing up. What is this door to value? What is it that is valuable? And you're going to watch how the reading kind of comes down. So what's really going on in the mind space of the Divine Masculines in this month of March? Now, with that tower, that door to value is opening. And they're really seeing what is going inside this door. What is it? What is it that they're creating? Where has the focus been? That's the overall energy. And look at what we're getting. There's a complete transformation. There's a complete transformation occurring here. There's the Death card. The white, the light, is going to come through for them. Change that aspect, right? The tower has to go. The old has to go. The old way has to go. Because they're really seeing what is it that they've been placing their emphasis on. And they're looking at how to expand. And this is all in connection with the Divine Feminine. This is not just plain mental space on what the Divine Masculines are thinking. This reading is completely in sync. And my questions to the Spirit have been, what is it the Divine Masculine Collective is thinking when they're thinking of their Divine Feminine or their Divine Counterpart, right? So they're thinking about, they need to transform how they've been. They need to change the old ways. Perhaps this Divine Masculine has been in and out, completely focused on creating material abundance and ignoring that aspect, ignoring, the things that we love or the people that we love the most. We push them away, deprioritize them, and focus on something else to do. Perhaps that's what the focus has been on other things, except this connection. Because this connection brings up a lot. Brings up the Divine Masculine's vulnerabilities. And this Divine Masculine is not ready to accept. So the Tower moment is coming in. The Tower moment is coming in. Either it's going to happen in February or it's going to happen in March. Time is fluid. This Tower moment is going to bring in a complete transformation. And there's going to be a rebirth with this. And they're recognizing what that door to value is. And they want to wait for that right moment. They're looking for those ships. You see that? The ships are coming in. They're looking. So I asked, what was this expansion? What is it that the Divine Masculines are looking to create? They've made the decision. They're moving forward. What are they waiting for? Okay, the Chariot card came out. These are the clarifiers that came out. They're stepping into their power as the Magician. A magician is someone who has all the tools of the elements, earth, water, air, fire, all available right here, bringing in divine guidance from the higher realms and grounding that energy. Ability to ground, ability to manifest. He's a magic manifester. When the Magician card comes up in a reading, it is that the universe is bringing in the energy of manifestation. And this was so amazing because of the union energy of the general, and I'm going to come to that. So they're thinking how to bring this connection down from there onto the earth. How do I move forward? How do I move forward? Even though the energy is that of waiting, I really want to move forward and fast. I am changed. I am transformed. I'm new. And this Magician falls right below the Tower card. Okay, so think of it as this. This Tower moment, the breakdown of the killer, the breakdown of the fortress, opened up the spirit, opened up the heart space, right? with that energy came in. It broke, the tower broke this down, and the divine energy came straight in, creating something of infinite, bringing it. He's cloaked in red. He's bringing in with his creative abilities, creating things of beauty and abundance right here on the material world. But what is it that he wants to create? He is recognizing that right now. What's going on in his heart space? I talked here about the magician grounding this spiritual energy. Grounding, okay? Remember that? Okay. The grounding energy and the number 4 go together. The door to value is number 4 here. 31. Number 4. Stability. Stability. To me, that is our root chakra. Okay. He's stepping into his emperor power. An emperor is visionary. He's grounded. He's stable. He's secure. He puts down the law. Completely grounded. Okay, he's crowned with that. The crowning has come from the magician. Okay, the magician has brought in that energy down into the heart space, and this is where he's stepping into this power. Okay, stepping into this power, he has watched his divine feminine stand strong and defend herself. Defend what she believes. And it is the same thing. I felt both. The first time when this card came up, I felt, okay, he's thinking about the divine feminine, standing there, holding that spiritual, holding her flame, defending it against all odds, standing strong, no matter what. I'm going to continue on this path. The same is what I'm feeling for the divine masculine, that the divine masculine has been holding and protecting that. And look at what this has come. Look at what is right below the magician. So he is feeling, there are 2 things that are coming up for me for this. There have been divine masculines in the past. They've been left out in the cold. They've been left out in the cold, whether it is emotionally, whether it is financially. So whether we're looking at this lifetime or another, that feeling of abandonment, that feeling of lack, that feeling of not feeling good enough has been there in the heart space, and that is being transformed. That is being transformed and transcended by the divine. By the divine. Why am I saying by the divine? Because divine timing is here. The wheel of fortune is here. It's in that heart space that he knows and he recognizes. When I'm saying he, please understand I'm referring to the divine masculine collective. The divine masculine recognizes the time is now to let go of this and step into this emperor power. Number 4, card of stability. That was one message that was coming out. The other message, which may resonate for some, perhaps in the past, he has left the divine feminine feeling left out in the cold for all the work and all the love that she sent his way. He refused to accept that. He refused to see that. And that left her in the cold. And he knows the time is now. The time is now to correct those actions, because this is what he desires. He desires to sit on that throne, to be strong, be visionary, move forward, and really stabilize this connection. This is what I'm feeling. This is what he's feeling in the heart space. Now, like I mentioned, my question in this was, no, what is going to be the action step that he's going to take? No. The question to the Spirit was, what is the greatest likelihood of the actions that this divine masculine is going to take based on how he's integrating the energies that are coming down from the source, from his mind space and heart space, integration, the most likely outcome or the most likelihood of the steps that the Divine Masculine will take in the month of March. Here, the Four of Cups. Again, focus on the number 4. Okay, stability of emotions. Here's the Divine Feminine who has been left out in the cold, waiting to hear from a Divine Masculine. But she cannot yet see what's going in the heart of the Divine Masculine. It's that cup that's coming in from the Divine. He's ready. I took a clarifier on that. Why? What is that? Okay. This is a number 4. 1111. 1111. Okay, the 4 of Wands. It's a happiness, fulfillment in the material world, in our pentacle. It's ungrounded. It's grounded energy. He wants to ground this. This is wreathed, right? Do you see that? Do you see that happiness that's coming in through that? Right? This is why he wants to offer that cup. Because he knows this. He knows what this divine connection is. He knows who the Divine Feminine is. And this is who he wants to ground and I don't like to use the word future, but yes, to have a future with. Again, he's been getting a lot of downloads. He has put all that mental confusion to rest. It's the card of rest again. Look at this. Look at the number of 4s that have come in the Divine Masculine reading. It's a lot about grounding this connection. Everything about grounding this connection. So this is the 4 of Swords. Resting and contemplating. Contemplating about this Queen. About this Queen of Wands, what the Divine Feminine has been. Offering. She's visionary. She's strong. She's self-reliant. She's self-made. She just didn't just rise up. She's very caring and loving, but she's very, very passionate. Very passionate. And he knows this. He knows this. And that is why he is, see the progression of where it's coming. That door to value through that Tower moment, getting that, stepping into the role of the magician, of who the Divine Masculine is, through the transformation. Divine timing is at play. Putting this in, actually grounding this connection so that he can bring this to justice, to the Queen of Wands, and bring this happy home right here. That's the energy of the Divine Masculine. Let's look at what the Divine Feminine, what their energies and what's going on there, and then the connecting ones, and then I'll put everything together for you. Let's look at the Divine Feminine.